Okay, so thank you guys for joining in on such a late evening. So today we are going to discuss about our new upcoming project, LJM Landing. So as many of you are first time investors, or you might have never invested in condos, so we would be spending some time on why should we invest in pre-construction, and how the condo investment work, and couple of jargons which you might have not heard. And then we are going to discuss in detail about the project. And if you have a question, you can always put in Q&A box. And we have an open house on the Sunday for the clients, so we would share the link to register for open house also, and we would send you an email also. So if you want to come there, most welcome. So before we start, so I'm Ritesh. I'm the leader for Team Rhine, and along with me, Shubh. He is our in charge for pre-construction division. So he is a guy who bring all this awesome project for you guys. And Shubh, shall we start?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. So upcoming project in Stony Creek, Hamilton by LJM Developments. So this is the elevation of the building, how it will look like. So let's start with very important topics. Okay, so today we are going to discuss about investment in pre-construction, investment in condos, investment in Hamilton. Why should we invest? Queenston Road, Highway 8, where our location is, and then LGM development and lending. And of course, we will be discussing the market comparables, resale market, comparable projects being sold, how different we are. So, and also we would like to do a cash flow analysis, like let's say if you buy a unit, what kind of cash flow you're going to expect. So it would be quite informative for you guys. So let's move on.
Yeah.
So maybe Shubh, you'll start with the first one.
Yeah, sure. So basically, why we invest into pre-construction projects. So every time we sit into the meeting and people ask why not we purchase something in resale. So let me answer this in nutshell. We invest in pre-construction primarily because it gives you faster and higher returns. Why faster? Because if you look at real estate vis-a-vis with other asset classes, stocks or mutual funds, then you see that they may grow faster, but then there are a lot of risk involved. Vis-a-vis, if you look at the real estate, it gives you higher returns with very limited risk. Secondly, you take the price and you invest into the first price. So at the time of the launch, builder gives you a lot of incentive, and the price is also very competitive. Another point which is very important is leverage. So in the project, at pre-construction, you're leveraging. So leveraging is a financial phenomena where the asset is, let's say, $1 million. However, you are just taking that asset which will be ready in 4 to 5 years time at today's price, which is 1 million. But you're only putting 15% down in the time to come. So that means you're holding that asset which will be ready in 4 years time at today's price by only putting a token amount of 15%. So that's called leveraging. And as the market is growing by 12 to 15% annually, average annualized, that means if that 1 million becomes, let's say, conservatively 40% growth, 1.4 million, then your $150,000 that you have invested have grown to 400,000 if you exit at that maturity time. So that's called leveraging, and that's where most of our investor clients make a lot of money. Okay, then there are also potential for appreciation, and then the deposit structures are very easy. So if you invest into resale, you will have to put 20% down, then your mortgage starts immediately, your land transfer tax also happens immediately. But in pre-construction, you will pay in small installments, and we're going to release the pricing at the end of this webinar. You will see the deposit structure that we're going to bring with this project is extremely friendly. So moving on.
Yeah.
So why we invest into condominiums? Primarily because it gives you longer and longer time closing time. As we discussed, it gives you easy deposit structure. Then condos are undervalued in today's market, primarily because we're going to discuss in the subsequent slides, and we'll show you the graph and statistics. After COVID, condos were the biggest impacted asset class, and now people have started accepting condos again, primarily because life is coming back to the normalcy. So, plus it gives you a stable income, very good for rentals. Young professionals, young couples, they prefer living in condos primarily because if you're living in a freehold property, you have to do a lot of daily chores, which eat up a lot of your time. Vis-a-vis if husband wife both are professionals, they are going to the office. Living in a condo is much more smoother. Apart from that, low maintenance had less maintenance headache, and then a lot of things are taken care by the condo society. So if you have a freehold, your tenant may be keeping a pet, or but in a condominium, sometimes that is easy because the condominium society has their own rules, so and so forth. Over to you, Ritesh.
Yeah. So now the next thing would be, what is assignment? So most of you must have heard this word. Assignment is basically assigning, a contract of. So you are technically don't own the unit, so you are assigning your contract to somebody else. So you buy a pre-construction condo, and somebody who want to, buy later, because not everybody want to wait for 4 years. So it's somebody, people want new house, and then builder is mostly sold out, so they are looking in the market for those options. So assignment is a good option for those people. So the benefit of seller the benefit is you could reinvest the money. There's no carrying cost, you're not doing any mortgage, you're not getting anything, and there's no closing costs. So the project is not closed yet, you could still flip, and you can play with the market. So whenever you feel like the market is good to sell, you could sell it. So assignment, basically you're passing your risk to the next person.
Uh, while you take the slide, Ritesh, there's a very interesting question. Somebody has asked, do you represent the builder?
This is very interesting. So we would be giving you what exactly we are doing here. So the way we structure, basically, we negotiate deal with the builder. We don't represent the builder as such. So what we do, let's say for this project also, and of course we are going to discuss in detail what is our way of working. We negotiate a good deal for investors, and we make it quite good for end users and investor. We make a good deposit structure, so we negotiate a deal in bulk, and all of you get benefit of that. So we would be discussing in this project what deal we have negotiated for you guys, and you can take. So we do referral, of course, to the builder, and builder sign a direct deal with the buyers, and you have again 10 days cooling period. You can get it reviewed through the lawyer and all these things. But of course, we actually neither represent the builder nor represent the buyer. We are actually kind of, we do technically we do referral, but we work more for our buyers, more for investors. We are at investor side rather than actually builder side. So a lot of advantages for buyers, like you have options, there is less competition. Typically you cannot put on MLS. So a lot of benefits. People buy assignment and people sell assignment. So this is another big area of transaction which happens in pre-construction. This is another interesting thing which most of you might have not heard. Maybe if you have not done a pre-construction investment before, interim occupancy. So before, let's say there are two towers, there are 500 units. So till every unit is ready, both buildings are ready, every unit is registered condominium corporation, the builder cannot close the building. So till the time this could happen, your unit is ready, but building is not ready to close, so builder will give you the occupancy. So benefit is you are getting the unit without closing it. There is no mortgage going on, other things going on, and now you can still list the unit and sell on assignment. You can rent the unit. So in this project we would be discussing there is a right to lease during occupancy period. So that's uh, so in freehold this doesn't exist. This exists only in condo, because the condominium there is a common element. So till the time common element is not ready, you cannot register the unit. There are a couple of points which we want to point out before you invest in a any investment. So you should find out the deposit structure. We will be discussing about our deposit structure today. There is a 10 days cooling period, so make sure take advantage. Get your offer review by the lawyer. 100% get it reviewed. Even if you have to spend 100 200 bucks, make sure you get it reviewed, because there's a 10 days cooling period, and if you don't like anything, it's always easy to change. Let's say you want to change the name, you want to add some name, it's very easy. But after cooling period is over, normally most of the builder, they would not allow you to make changes. Work with an experienced realtor who is specialized in pre-construction. You should have an assignment clause. Although you might be thinking to buy for end use, you are not thinking for assignment, but it's always good to have, because you never know, after 4 years the things might change, the situation might change, and at that point you would like to do assignment due to any reason. Condo fees might increase, just keep in mind, because today if you're buying at 50 cent condo fees, then it could be 60 70 later on. If the building at all, the condo fees might increase. Construction delays are happening nowadays due to COVID. 6 months delay, 1 year delay is very very common. Prepare for interim occupancy. There could be a time builder would say, hey, take the interim occupancy, so you are not closing at that point, but you're getting an occupancy, so be ready for that. You should be ready for closing costs. So other than regular land transfer tax, there would be HST sometime, depending on what purpose you're buying. There would be other cost. Taxes are also recoverable. So just keep in mind all these things are there when you are buying an pre-construction. Another few things, tips from our side: you should invest in smaller building rather than going for a very big building. You should keep at least 1 year unit with you before you put in the market. Always buy in popular location. Location is very 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 critical for any pre-construction, especially condo project. Don't overpay for upgrades. Generally it's not worth buying in top floor because you are paying too much premium. You should consider cash flow. Today we'll be discussing about cash flow. So how the cash flow work, how much money you're gonna make after paying the principal, mortgage, interest, taxes, and everything. Remember that, because you might not be able to sell on assignment, then you should be able to close also. You should have an exclusive buyer's agent. So we'll be discussing how we are saving you guys your thousands of money. Remember that you can shop around for the best mortgage rate unless you do a closing, because right now you will get a pre-approval, but you have a chance to revisit the mortgages. Now this is very interesting actually, slide. Actually this is for Hamilton market, and uh, uh, this is for actually Toronto market, I guess. Yes.
Yes.
So basically what happens, guys, if you see, this is a detached home trend from 2000 to 2022, and this is 1 month old, like 2 months old, March 20. So this is not latest, not updated from 1 month. I'll show you the latest trends also. And if you see the low rise condominium market, so condominium market is quite stable market. If you see, even in 2017 when the market corrected, if you guys remember, there was a stress test introduced. The low rise market, the detached houses corrected almost by 20%. But if you see the condominium, there was very very less correction. And again now you see the market is again correcting. Last 1 month, 1.5 month, you see the low rise. But condominium, I'll show you the resale comparables, resale prices. There is no impact or very less impact. The reason, condominiums are very stable investment. If you see, put a straight line, it goes like this. So it's not going like this up or not coming like this. And again here also, if you see, there is a straight line. So whenever there is an impulse, there is a correction. Whenever there is an impulse, there is a correction. So condominium market is very stable. And very important fact you should understand: pick any 5 years, pick from here to here, here to here, here to here, even here to here. Pick any 5 years. The price after 5 years is never less than price before 5 years. This is a good thing. So in 5 year time, the price appreciates. And closing for condominium is typical 5 years. Low rise closing is 1 year, but there are a lot of instances where the price 1 year before in 17 was higher and 18 was lower. See, this happens. But condominium, never this happens. So this is very important. So today the project we are talking about, we are not talking about 2022 pricing, we are talking about 2026 pricing, because the closing would happen in 2026. So you should understand that. That's very important actually. Expect to understand. Hamilton market, if you see, the price growth is quite good for condominium. If you see, the price has gone up 15% to 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. although there is a slight correction from last 3 months, but overall last 1 year, if you see, there's a price increment in the market. So it's a decently growing market. Now, Shubh, would you like to point this?
Yeah, so yes, absolutely. So now a lot of people keep asking why we should invest into Hamilton and why not into anything which is core GTA, for example, Mississauga, Vaughan, or Mississauga, Vaughan, or Etobicoke. So my answer generally is, see, these markets are more or less saturated. Okay, however, the market like Kitchener, market like Hamilton, market like Guelph, Burlington, or to the eastern side, which is Whitby and Oshawa. These are the upcoming market. And if I'm sure that people who are living here from last 10 years, they would see that the kind of horizontal growth which has happened in GTA is phenomenal. Okay, and the influx of immigrants which have not happened in last 2 years is supposed to happen in next 6 months or so. So that means the GTA boundary is going to expand further. So these are the cities which should be invested into. Secondly, Hamilton, if you look at the Hamilton, one thing, Canada is follows the footsteps of US. Okay, and anything which has a proximity to US would always be growing. So that means because Hamilton lies in the way to US with a very good connectivity with 403 and QEW, the growth potential are much better. Apart from that, the job market demand and the rental demand, you would be amazed. We would show you in the subsequent slides. The rentals of one bedroom and two bedroom in Hamilton, the rental amount per month is as good as Mississauga or Vaughan. Okay. However, the price of the same condo is almost 100 to 150,000 less. So that means you're getting a better cap rate, you're getting a better return on your investment. Apart from that, your Go connectivity is exceptionally good. Hamilton is a city of waterfalls. There are plenty of waterfalls and parks around to the project location that where we are sitting. That also has nearby parks. We'll show you in the subsequent slides. Plus, Hamilton, uh, the city itself is putting $1 billion for the LRT development from Stony Creek to McMaster University, which will change the way Hamilton commutes.
Yeah.
Moving on, Ritesh.
So a couple of news articles. So we would be sharing this presentation after this meeting. So 3.4 billion LRT investment. So you can click on this news and you can read this article how and like how this is going to done. So LRT connectivity, if you go and click this link, it will tell you about LRT and connectivity. Job market projections. So you can click here and you can see it's growing.
There's a phenomenal growth which is expected in like next 10 years in the job market in Hamilton. Hamilton is going to be quite self-sufficient. Apart from that, city is also it's a very active city, so they're doing a lot of efforts not only for LRT but the federal government has given a grant of $246 million for the upliftment of a bus network before the LRT could come into maturity. The city has planted almost 3,000 trees for zeroing down the gas emissions. So there are a lot of development which are happening. Apart from that, Bell Canada is also investing for the upliftment of digital infrastructure in Hamilton.
Yeah. So this is the LRT map. This is very important to understand. So this is the LRT which is coming from McMaster University to Eastgate. So our project, so we had one project last year we launched at Nash. We will be discussing about that project, success story of that project, how our investor made a lot of money in that, and what price we launched and what price we last sold in February, and it's sold out project. It's the name of the project is LJM Queenston Condos. And then this project is very close to this Eastgate. So this is Highway 8. So Highway 8, when you go toward this side, so we are at almost here. So almost 2 kilometers from Eastgate Mall. I'll come to the detail map. So from Eastgate to McMaster, there's a direct connectivity, and then here you are connected with Go also in between, and again, and you're very close to the highway also. So this is the tented, this is the location of our project from almost here. So we are very close to Confrontation Go station, we are very close to Eastgate Mall, we are very close to LRT, and this is the future expansion of LRT. So the future expansion of LRT would take it to Grimsby. When this extension happens, this is bang on our corridor, and then we are very close to highway QW, and so every part of Hamilton we are very very well connected and very close to mall. And I'll show you Google Earth view. You will understand what how good the location is actually. So we are just 5 minute mall walk from 5 minute drive from Eastgate. We are 5 minute drive from QW, and whatever drive time we have put, actually you can put in Google and see. It's not just it's a real drive time. Of course, in normal traffic, we are not talking about extreme traffic, or we are not even talking about late night when you might go to Eastgate in 3 minutes. We are putting in daily normal routine time. So we are very close to Walmart. We are very close to Go, all parks, Lake Ontario, Mohawk College, Canadian Institute of Management close. So everything is close by, restaurant, walking distance, grocery store, walking distance. So you are in heart of actually Hamilton, Stony Creek. So LJM
Yes.
development. So it is founded in 2001, and today we would see for a couple of minutes the owner of LJM, Mr. Mia. Also, he would be joining us in next 10 minutes. So he would be telling about this project in like what is his vision and how exactly he conceived this project and what exactly he's looking for the future of LJM development. So this company founded in 2001 and celebrated success history, and all the projects are uniquely designed, featuring quality construction and having smart home technology. So this project, we are having 6100 square feet of indoor and outdoor amenities. It's a 11-story boutique luxury building. The address is 325 Highway 8. So this is bang on Highway 8, and it's a corner plot. So we would be sharing some renderings of this project to understand it
Now
more.
the price is the key, Ritesh. You would not see anything coming in the 300s range these days. So
Yeah.
if you have, obviously there are limited units at this price point, but if you have something which is in this range, I am very excited.
Yes. So location, as you know, and I think let me open a Google actually Earth, so that would give you a better idea. And by the time, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to put in Q&A box. I can see a couple of people. So somebody is asking who would represent the buyer in that case. So very simple, guys. You need to understand. Pre-construction is straightforward. You have a fixed price. There's a fixed unit. We can refer you. We can guide you in that. And again, you should always take lawyers opinion. You should in cooling period, you should do your due diligence. There's no rocket science in buying a pre-construction, and we offer you like we'll offer you one of the good deals, and so that, but you should be vetting those deals.
Yeah,
So
so representation in a Canadian scenario is a very specific term, and especially in the real estate market. As per the RICO guidelines, these are very specific terms. So that's why I mean um, we help you in investment, but technically we are not representing in pre-construction.
yeah, although you, whenever you have an agent, they are not representing, they are referring you. Even if you have an agent, they would be referred to us, and this is how it's going to work. So this is the site location. So we have a building next to it which is already there. We have plaza very close by, we have schools nearby, we have so if you see, we have parks nearby, and we have quite a large open area, we have a church. So so everything is, and if you see these houses, they are actually, if you go and see the houses, they are actually $1 million plus, like posh area of actually Hamilton. So from here the Stony Creek starts. This is the Highway 8. So this project is a corner, so this is a corner intersection. So here is our site office actually. And if I show you the view of the building from, if you see from this side,
From the north side
north
towards the
side.
south of the project. Um, I don't know if you people are familiar with Hamilton. So Hamilton has a uphill and downhill area, and the uphill area is pretty green. Where the I won't say it's a mountain area, but it's like a plateau. So that From the southern side of our project, you have the view of this lush green belt, um, slightly higher than the ground level.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful location, very well centered into the habitated area. You have on 300 meters left, you have plaza. On 300 meters right, you have a plaza. So very well connected. I would strongly recommend to each and everybody that you should go and have a look at this site. We are also hosting an open house on Sunday. If anybody of you are interested, you're most welcome between 12 to 6. Visit us on Sunday. We will be answering your question. We'll be helping you in understanding.
You could share the link here so that they can register for open house if you want, guys. This is on invitation basis and there are limited slots, so please book your slot so that we can be available for you there. So this is one side, as Shubh said, south side we have hill facing view, but the other side you have lake facing view actually. So but and both side, the good thing is you don't have any high rise building nearby. You see, it's totally occupied area, and you have all the low rises, and so such an amazing view you would be expecting. Let's say this is the view I'm expecting from the higher floors. So if you see this side, you have again Lake Ontario. So this is the north side, you have Lake Ontario view. So both side you have amazing view actually, where so that's what this project is so special. And again, you're not very far from Mohawk, and this is the site. So prime location, prime area. And let's move on. So now we want to do an rental market study. So this is a latest MLS record, and of course we would be sharing this presentation with you. So this is the listing date, lease date, and again you have the address you can find on internet. It's not rocket science. So in Hamilton, if you see one bedrooms, these are the one bedrooms, these are one washroom. So one bedroom units are being leased starting from 1700 going up to 2100. So average would be, I would say 1900 is current scenario, and two bedrooms are leased at 2700. This is a real rental, and leased are, we have taken February, we have taken March, we have taken April, we have taken even May. So May rent, so rent is not come down. If you see, the latest rents are higher. And mind it, these are not the brand new units, these are older condo apartments, could be 5 year, 10 year, 15 years old actually. So these are the rentals in the market. And but if I show you the resale price last 60 days, so if you see the resale price, something listed at 499 sold at 610. This was sold in 29th March, not very old. Something sold in 20th April, which is 1 month old, 499, 520. Again, this is different size, different project. And this project we will show you the detailed, like how exactly this got sold. So if you see the prices, one bedroom then we are talking about 600 range average. So 620, 630 range selling price. Listing is lower, selling is higher. And two bedrooms are being sold at 740, 750 level average. Three bedrooms are even selling at million range. Two bedroom at a million range only also. So these are the nearby comparable sold in last 60 days. And when we and if we see the comparable of the project, so couple of projects are sold, like Shubhi would like to explain these two.
Yeah, sure. So just give me a second. Sorry. So these are the two projects which were recently launched. Television City was launched in Hamilton, and Tech Tower was launched in Kitchener. Both of them, why I've tried to give a comparative analysis, because both the projects were pretty much in hype. If you look at the Television City, the prices per square feet price is almost $1,100 for a smaller unit, going up to $1,000 for the bigger unit also. Vis-a-vis, if you look at Tech Tower is like $1,200 to $1,400 per square feet. So the range which is going on, obviously both the projects were launched in February, March this year. I think Television City Phase 2 came in April, touched the April month as well. So the rates which are going on in the market are Hamilton are pretty much $1,000, 11 to $1,100, and Tech Tower, which was Kitchener, has crossed all the boundaries and touched a price of almost $1,200.
1,300 also, I think. And if you
For
see the
smaller,
small unit,
for
this
some of the smaller units, it was 1,350 as well. If we'll go to the next slide, we will compare another project which is just launched yesterday, and this project's gonna be selling in a few days. Here also, you look at the base price. The prices are $1,100 per square feet, almost.
and also if
Okay.
you see the Shubh, if you see the lower studio are starting from mid 400, so it's around 13, it's around 1,300 dollars square foot, and
Yes.
one bedroom high 500. So I'm expecting, let's say 500 is, let's say 600, so it's around $1,200 square foot, and one bedroom and done. So average price of this project is nothing less than 1,100 or 1,150, and which is just
Yeah,
not
and
very.
the maintenance is also very high, 64 cents. If you look at the previous projects, which is Television City and Tech Tower, there also the maintenance costs are extremely high. These kind of maintenance costs used to be there in the downtown area, primarily because of multiple factors. But so this is another comparison which we are trying to showcase to our clients. If you invest with LJM, what is the advantage of investing with LJM as a builder is that they try to pass that extra buck to the investors. So they give you the advantage if you're investing into the first price, they give you those advantage. So we launched this project in September 21, and the prices were in the range of around $800, $850 per square feet. Okay, I'm talking about the average price, and right now we are selling the same project. There are only handful of units left, and those are selling at $1,100 per square feet.
And we actually sold at this price. So like these are being sold. It's not just we have just put a price. These units have already been sold 1,100, and even parking a local at 45,000 and 7,000. Because the construction cost has gone up a lot. Whatever happens in resale, pre-construction is very different market, and construction cost is like going up like crazy. So even if builder decide to put a low price, there is HST, there are development charges, there are a lot of stuff actually they need to take care to pay off. So Shubh, are we showcasing the, okay, so I think let's showcase this cash flow, and then we come to the price list, and let me see if Mr. Mia is available. Yeah, you can just go ahead with this.
Yeah, so this is a typical cash flow and ROI projections we have tried to show for our clients just to understand how you will be sitting with the investment. So typically, a one bedroom unit, I'm taking a ballpark range of 520,000 square feet will be in our project will be around 520 or so base price. If you put 15% down, which will be $78,000 till the time occupancy come. Uh, Now, imagine two scenarios. One, you close the unit. So that means in that case, you will be requiring 20% to be finished by the time occupancy comes, which is early part of 2026. Your mortgage amount at that time for this unit will be around $416,000. That means considering a 2.25% of rate and a 30 years amortization, your monthly mortgage is going to be $1,500, of which $500 would be your interest and $1,100 would be your principal amount, which is getting added to your equity. You're paying to the bank, but eventually it's your money. The rent we are expecting for a similar kind of unit in 2026 is going to be around $2,200. That means we have also factored the maintenance and insurance plus your property tax, which is going to be around $550 or so. So you will be sitting at a handful cash flow of $45. Plus, if you consider that equity, that means you're sitting at a $1,100 positive cash flow. Now, consider scenario that if you sell before the if you sell at that time. So we are considering a very reasonable 35% appreciation in 4 years. And at that time, if you sell, there are roughly around 4% cost for the realtors and legal charges. You will be sitting at a net bonus or a profit of almost $150,000. If you compare it in 4 years, it gives you almost 50% average annualized return, which is very rare to find in any asset class.
Yeah, So while we are going, I would like to introduce the owner of Mr. LJM Group. So he's also with us. I have requested him to be with us and just tell about his vision about this building and tell about his vision about LJM development. And so Mia sir, if you could unmute yourself and talk. It's still muted. Can you unmute yourself, sir?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, welcome to webinar, and Ritesh, thank you very much for arranging all this. You are always on top of things. So on this lovely evening, sorry, I have my, dog here with me.
Yeah.
He will not leave me when I'm at home. Um, Essentially, as you know, LJM is operating 29 projects in 17 municipalities. And our core marketing group is headed by EXP Ritesh. And they have a wonderful team to undertake such a challenging job. So we are practically from after Oakville, so Burlington onward to Niagara Falls, practically every city we have projects. And this particular project that we are talking about this evening is in Stony Creek. And this is, a boutique building in a essentially quiet neighborhood, but connected to all the rail and road links. LRTC is coming, which will be just 5 minutes drive from here. So is the new GO train station configuration. It's an 11-story building with 148 units over there. Uh, as I said, the neighborhood is excellent, very quiet, schools, facilities, churches, shopping all around is very convenient, very high end. So we are really looking forward to get this thing as a unique product in that particular area. With that, we have LJM Tower, Queenston are also our project. So in that vicinity, we are very well known, and LJM name stand out. So I would really urge, everybody to come and invest at this point in time, because you are basically buying future for 4 years.
Yeah.
And the prices are going to go up and up because costs are getting up and not under control at all.
Yeah.
So, and one more important factor here is that 148 units is a medium-sized building. So a lot of people would like to live and rent in a building which is not very crowded also. So from that standpoint is also, this is a unique opportunity for everybody to get in there.
Yeah.
Okay, the price is reasonable, quality of construction is excellent, and we have a name in that particular area. So if you have any particular question, I'm here to answer.
So one question, how do you do the location selection for any project?
You see, this is a very important point. So any neighborhood that we select in order to get our purchaser, investor, a good investment opportunity, we have to see, where professional people can live, transportation, facilities, shopping, lakes, carpent, all these things should be, available. Places of interest should be available in that particular neighborhood. Yes, and we should stand out and, make that neighborhood a lovely living place. So this is a great research that we do. And touch wood, we have about 20 years ahead land acquisition in a different city that is already sitting with us. So, this is a lot of research that goes in there, and that is where most of my time is consumed.
Yes. And sir, one more question. People are willing to know how different we are when we compare like our buildings, because we have always we are awarded. We always get. So how we make ourselves different than any other building? Why our buildings are so special?
Yeah, this is a very good point. What happens is that LJM as an owner is also partner in their own building.
Yeah.
Like 10% of the building we buy ourselves, and we stay there as long as the building is there. So we are, on one hand, we are a developer, we are a builder. On the other hand, we are investor also in our own product. So we are not building and leaving the place at all. No, we stay there. Like 10% of the units stay with our company. We rent them, we stay there. and that is our long association. So we really maintain high degree of quality in there. It is never compromised, not at all.
Perfect. And we have such a good examples and I think, sir, another thing, wherever you go, you create a legacy, because nobody thought a building like Harbourfront, what you creating in Lincoln, nobody thought a building like what we created Waterview in Grimsby. So everywhere, you are creating a benchmarking, and
So
people
we
are
create, basically we take an initiative and land where nobody is there and create a community. Like for instance, in Burlington, we were the first one to build the tallest building of Burlington. When Burlington felt that they don't need it, but we said no, there will be a requirement. And Burlington is #1 city in the whole Canada. Grimsby, nobody knew. Even the people over there had never seen the crane. So we went and invested $150 million at that point in time. And Grimsby is now kicking with activity and is a #2 town in the whole Canada. So we are in Hamilton now in a big time. We are in, you see, Lincoln, as you said, is also a very small town. We get a lot of challenges in handling the municipality in the small town. We are going to Niagara Falls. So this is absolutely correct. We take an initiative, we take, step forward and go there and launch ourselves and become an anchor person. This is the forte that we carry. Yeah.
Sir, before taking much of your time, one last question. What are your plans for the next 6 months? What are the projects which are in pipeline?
Yeah, that's a good, we are always looking to launch project. Practically, we have 29 projects. So next 3 years, we can launch every month, but municipalities are slow. So what is happening that lending, we are here, lands down in London, then we are bringing in Heights in Kitchener. We have Riverview in Cambridge, 5 towers. So these alone, are about 2,000, over 2,000 units that we are bringing this year. That's our goal. And plans for 2023, 24, and 25, are, in number of cities that we are coming forward. Big subdivision will bring in Niagara Falls as well, like 2,500 units.
Great. Thank you so much, sir, for your time.
Welcome. Really pleasure. Enjoy and
all right. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
So Ritesh, back to our presentation of.
Yeah, and there are some interesting questions, so we will answer, guys, each and every question you are asking. So
we are just left with few more slides, and then we'll take.
And I have also, guys, shared a link to register for the open house on the Sunday. I've shared in the chat box. And guys, if you have any question, don't put in chat box. Please put in Q&A box so that everybody could see the question and it is useful for all.
Okay, so this is a very interesting slide. I don't know if everybody of you are able to see, but we will send you the presentation and then you'll be able to see. So these are two absolute comparisons we are trying to do, which are in recent resale. And these are both the comparisons are of Highway 8, where our building is also located. Now this first one is an adjacent building. Here, if you see a 2+1, it's almost 2-bedroom plus den kind of unit, which is sold recently in the month of March for $980,000. A lot of people think that, if you're investing almost $1 million, you should not go out of the core cities, but that's not the case. Cities like Hamilton, cities like Guelph, cities like Kitchener are also seeing those kind of price trends. And the second one, which is an absolute phenomenal comparison, this is the latest building which was delivered recently, around a year back. Now, if you look at the resale price, 600 to 699 square feet of unit. So let's take an average of 650 square feet, is sold for $615,000. So that means approximately $900 per square feet is already an established resale rate. And this is also sold recently. So that means $950 per square feet is already an established resale rate in the on that Highway 8, where we are looking to invest. Next slide, please, Ritesh.
Yeah. So this
Your
is
favorite
about,
slide.
yeah. So before we come to the project pricing and incentive structure, so there was some questions about us. So we are quite large team of 170 plus agents, and now actually we have 2000 plus agent in Ontario. We have VIP, exclusive, platinum. Now this project, you are the first people knowing about this project. We have a couple of hundreds worksheet, and this is and initial few people we would have certain advantages. We will be discussing that there would be special deal, special price. So we help you to get that special deals price. We help you in assignment also, because you cannot typically list on MLS. Here we are in discussion with the builder how we can actually allow buyers to list on MLS also. So we would be finalizing that in hopefully before launch. So we are planning to launch this project hopefully in the first week of June. So by the time you have time to decide on and fill in a worksheet and show your expression of interest, and if you like, definitely you could fill it. So I will be sharing a link to fill worksheet after this presentation by email as well as in this chat. We do consulting, we are not selling. So we do comparables, we do comparisons, we do research, we do market analysis, we work with builders, sit with them, do pricing. A lot of work we do. It's a win-win situation, because it's a partnership where if the developer is not making money, they will not be able to complete the project. If investors are not making money, then builder will not be able to sell in future. So we have to make a balance where the project should be sustainable, bank should be able to finance, and project should be profitable for the builders, and it should be profitable for the buyers and investors. So we help in property management, we help in mortgage pre-approval. Our brokerage is NASDAQ listed brokerage. Actually now we have 80,000 plus agents. It's a little old slide. And we have digital concierge services for our buyers. Now Shubh, let's come to the most important things about this project. So we Shubh, do you have the price list?
The other folder. Yes, the other folder. I'm gonna put it right here
Just put it here.
as while you raise the curtains of pricing.
And we have draft key floor plates. We would like to give you a glimpse on that. So we have all the sizes starting from small sizes. We have medium, big, all kind of sizes we have in this project. So whatever budget suits you, you would have something for you. So
Go ahead. Now the pricing is there. Let's raise the curtains.
Yeah. So let me just show the actually floor plans. This is floor plates, so I don't think it would have sizes are not mentioned here. So okay, let's go to the floor plans. So we have sizes starting from 1,000 square feet to we have 700 square feet unit. Then we have 682 square feet 2 bedroom. We have 723 square feet. Then we have 613 square feet 1 bedroom. Then so as I said, we have size start from 400. Most units are in the range of 500 to 700, and which are the most demanded unit, because if the unit is too small, there are less buyers, less rent people. If the unit is too big, then so all the units are in good 600, 700, 500 square feet range, which is the most rentable or most sellable area square footage. So we would be sharing final floor plan. This is the draft floor plan. So we have corner units, we have facing units, and every unit, as you know, this is a corner plot. So somewhere it is facing the road, or it is facing the maybe the lake, some view, or maybe the other side you have greenery view or mountain view. So some kind of
I
view.
think lake is a little far, so maybe 10th or 11th floor we may have, but it's very difficult to say. So
there is no high-rise building in front, so you might have, we are not sure. And now let's come to the price. So this is the price. So the
zoom
one
in,
bedroom.
Ritesh, please. Zoom in, please.
Yeah. So 1 bedroom would be starting from 388 square feet, only like few units, starting from 391,000, and 1 bedroom will go up to 690, like around 700 square feet. Would you are expecting the range of 600s? 1 bedroom and then would start from 590, which is starting from 592, and it will go up to some 700s. And 2 bedrooms are starting from 634. So like these are starting price only. Just keep in mind. This doesn't include the corner or floor premium. So as you go up the floor, the prices will go up. Just keep in mind. And this would include the like any terrace premium or the
basic. Let me tell you that few units have beautiful and very large terrace. These are as good as your own personal I won't say backyard, but you can convert it into a yard by planting a turf or something. But these are beautiful terraces, very exclusive units. Some of them are L-shaped corner units with the L-shaped balcony. So we have put the floor plans already. You can have a look at it. And Ritesh, I think without wait, let's
Yeah,
show the
so this is
incentives.
a general parking, but of course for today we have a special deal. But general parking price would be 50, like, because parking is very expensive. Building cost has gone up, so builders are actually, if you go tech tower, see the price. It was some 65,000. Television cities was some 70,000. So now we are talking about 60,000 parking and 6,900, 900 is local. But we have a special deal for you. Typically, our deposit structure is like 12 months for like 10, like 15%.
15%.
But we
Yes,
have a special deal for you. So let's go and let's show you
show the incentives.
what incentives we have. So, and again, this pricing is only for first initial few units, and definitely once we launch the project and once we go to the next phase, once less, this is the platinum price, and this pricing would definitely change once we sell initial, let's say 50, 60, 70 units. Then the builder would change the price. Just keep in mind, so you are the initial few people knowing about this price, and later on the price would definitely change. But the platinum incentive, so now you, what incentive you're getting, so you have extended deposit structure. So 5% in 30 days and 2.5%, instead of 3 months you're paying in 6 months, 2.5%, 6 months, 12 months. So you are getting 24 months, like 2 years time to pay 15% deposit, which is phenomenal. No other of builders is offering that as of now. And you are paying 5% on occupancy. This is amazing. So you have a right to lease during occupancy. So once you get the occupancy, you could actually lease the unit, or you could like sell an assignment, whatever. Cap development deliveries, we will tell the development charges soon, but there would be cap to that. There would be a free assignment, so there would be legal fees, but typically builder charge 5,000 for that. This is free. Reduced parking, so rather than paying 60,000 for the parking, you would be paying only 44,900. And local also you'll be paying less. So you have reduced parking, you have reduced local, you have all this incentive, you have extended deposit structure, as well as you have platinum prices, which is in for initial let's say 50 or 60, 70 units. We don't know, but because first release we have this price, once this are sold, then price would be definitely different. Just keep in mind. So this is an
So
amazing.
Ritesh, I am very excited. And if somebody has to book the unit, what will be the procedure?
So somebody has to book the unit. You could fill a worksheet with us. I would share a link, and you can put the name of the team Rhine agent, or you can ask our agents to fill worksheet for you. We would be sharing this folder with you, by the way. So once we share this folder, so in this folder you would have access to the platinum incentive, the price list. You will have
project synopsis. Yes, the project synopsis I think has the worksheet link. Yes.
Yeah, and also I have put another two links, so you can go here and you can submit a worksheet. And if you submit a draft, so basically what happens, it's not mandatory to submit a draft, but if you submit a draft, builder understand that you are more serious. And again, you have 10 days cooling period, so you can anyway if you don't want. So putting draft upfront actually, increase the probability, because there is only few units, and we already have, if I show you, we have already have more than actually I think close to 150 worksheet we already have. So it is in great demand. So and we have less unit at this discounted, so you need to take a decision. So you need to fill this worksheet. I'll share this link with you. Name, email ID, phone number, occupation, proof of ID is compulsory. Draft is not compulsory. If you put it, is good. Second purchaser, unit preference 1, preference 2, preference 3, lead source. So if you're filling for yourself, you fill your name here. If agent is filling, then agent would put, and you need to put the name of the agent if somebody in team Rhine you're talking to. If nobody, then put not applicable. Copy of agent if they want a copy. If you want to get a copy of this, you need to put here.
Yeah.
So this
let's
link,
take the questions quickly.
yeah.
So somebody is asking, I want to know this particular building if you have to pay the maintenance fee. So certainly you have to pay the maintenance fee. The exact amount hasn't been declared by the builder, but typically we have seen in the last project also, which was quite similar building. The charges were almost $50 per square feet, 50 cents per square feet kind of
Yeah,
price.
and we are expecting the similar here also.
Yeah. Then somebody is asking, how about electric car parking?
I think we need to check that with the
Yes, we would definitely check with the builder and come back to you. When will the pricing be released? So we have just released the pricing. The exact unit price will come at the time of allocations. Uh, but the ballpark pricing range has already been declared. What about the storage unit? I think we have already discussed there is a locker facility available. Um, Great location. Just wondering what LJM's approach to buyer is post occupancy. For example, how does LJM handle any occupant complaints?
So yeah, so this is a good question. So definitely, every builder has to address. There is a Tarion 7-year warranty. You should know that. So first year is full warranty. Then there is a 3-year warranty on certain things. Then there is a 7-year warranty on complete structure. And for that matter, if the builder is, I'm not saying LGM. Like if any builder is not responding, you have a route to go to Tarion, and no builder want you to go to Tarion because that's it's like their book. And again, you can go to SCRA website and you can always go and check complaints of a builder. I'm telling you, you can go and see how many complaints have been made for the builder, how many deficiency has occurred. So you can go to SCRA website and you can do a research on the builder. So LGM, you can go and see. I don't see. I think there are few, but not many. The number of projects they are delivered is very less. That's how when they give new lessons for the new project, they always see that. SCRA see that, like how many complaints are there, how they're handling their complaints, how they are managing their existing buyers. Where did you get the lease rate currently? This is nearby on MLS. We would share this presentation with you. You can go and check the address. You can find on Zolo, wherever. These are the real comparables we have taken from nearby. Is it a more precise price list going to be released? Yes. So this is price starting price. There would be a floor premium as well as there would be, let's say,
I think there is a terrace premium and a corner premium, which may, view premium.
Yeah, so that would be, so we would have, so once you're signing contract, we will give you the exact unit with the exact price, exact square foot. And from there, once you sign the contract, you have 10 days cooling period to, see you and everything. So
yeah, somebody has asked whether we can fill up the worksheet in a corporation name. Yes, you can definitely fill up the worksheet in a corporation name. Can we get the recording of this session? Yes, definitely. We'll be sharing. There will be an automated email which will come to you maybe today or tomorrow, Ritesh. When is the schedule?
Tonight, yes.
Tonight, and that will carry the link of the recording. If anybody has any question, please feel free to write it in the Q&A box on the bottom of the screen. There are a few questions in the chat box. Let me take them quickly.
And by the time, let me open price list again because people are asking more.
Where did you find this information? I don't know what information. Those rentals were not older units. Some were brand new. Yes, indeed. Some rentals were brand new. So it does not matter. We try to give you the rental comparison.
Doesn't make big difference if it is a brand new or old. Rental is basically, 2-bedroom has different, 1-bedroom different. So rental, there's not a big difference. But yes, of course.
When will the pricing?
This is a good question. So parking, we might not be allocated to each and every unit. A small unit, we might not be allocating the unit because there are, I think, 123 parking and there are 145 units. So some unit we would put parking in wait list because not everybody need parking. This is a very prime area. So
yes, there are limited parking. I think there are 148 units and 123 parking. So obviously, few of the smaller sizes units builder may not be offering, or some. I mean, parking is optional. So even if there would be some volunteers for sure, because the Confederation Go is pretty close by, and then
somebody is asking a question about lease again. So let me show it again. This is MLS data. You can go and, like, we have pulled from Trap. You can pull from anywhere. So you can put this address on internet. Like let me put it. 125 Shoreview Place. So 125. So if you put like this,
I think this will be a condo building, Ritesh. Unless we have the unit number, it will be difficult.
Yeah. So you could see, what price they're selling, but like renting, what's happening. So we need to put a unit number also. So what was the unit number?
But generally, whosoever is asking this question, the realtors have a system which is called MLS. You have access to that, which is a published information from the body. So we get that information directly from there. Each and every information is verified. So there is no nothing which is hidden. I mean, in Canadian environment, everything is transparent. You can have a look at those information on Zolo and many other platforms as well. But in case you need precise information, please reach out to us. We will definitely be able to show you in a real live scenario.
Okay, so development charges we would be telling maybe in so we have a client open house on this Sunday. So before that, development charges and exact unit price we would be able to give you. Right now we are taking expression of interest. Based on that, we would be allocating the unit, because there are some unit where we might have more interest there. So we are just trying to see what interest you guys have. And of course, this is the baseline price, and you could get an idea per square foot from here. And of course, and let's say, you know, if size go bigger, then the price would be bigger. So this 388 square foot has this price, 590 at this price, 655 at this price. This is how you can get a fair idea of the units. So so we would definitely tell you exact unit number, your floor plan detail 101 basis, and then we would be allocating you in a unit. So you will know exact details of your unit before you make your 5,000 to us. But the reason you make a demand draft, so that you can show your interest. Okay, I want this unit, I want, let's say, 10th floor, this particular. So we would be sharing this floor plan with you. So
and let me share the concept of draft. Draft is not mandatory. It is just so that sometimes builders sees that this is a serious client and allocation is done immediately. So just to show your seriousness, we request, if you're comfortable, prepare a draft. The draft is on the lawyer's trust account name. It is not banked. And most of the times, till the time your allocation is confirmed, we do not even take the draft from you. We only take the request the pictures. So you just upload the picture along with the worksheet.
yeah.
So, but again, to clarify, draft is not mandatory.
Yeah, so the presentation in email, yes, we will send you by email. The worksheet name can be changed later. Yes, in cooling period, even if you get an allocation, you get a unit, you sign the agreement in 10 days cooling period, you can change the name there also. That's possible. So guys, don't worry. So the people who have invited you, get in touch with them, or you can call our centralized helpline if you have any issue. So we have a centralized helpline. I am sharing the number here, so you can call at that number. And we will be able to. So we have an email ID, precon@rhine.ca. If you have an issue, you can write an email to us, or you can call at our centralized phone number 226 90
9080226.
226. So you can call us anytime, and we are ready to help you. So thank you very much, guys, for spending like more than 1 hour with us, and it was fantastic time. Mr. Mia came, the owner of LJM, and we are able to introduce you such a great opportunity at such a nice price and such a good deal you're getting. So
but there are limited units. It's strictly on first come first serve basis. The price will definitely be revised after certain number of units are sold. So if you want to lock the first price, you want to take the advantage of the pricing, please act fast.
Yeah. So
thank you so much, everybody.
And so get in touch with the agent who have invited you, and we have already sent some links to you. And we will contact you after this webinar is done tomorrow. From our agent would contact you, and then we take you forward. So thank you, guys. And Sunday, as we said, we have an open house on the site. You can come there. If you have any question, meet us in person, and then you can fill the worksheet. Hopefully, we are planning to launch this project in first week of June, and with the support of all of you. Thank you, guys. Thanks a lot.
Take care. Bye-bye.